the 5 minutes. Go ahead and step up there.
Hello. So I have a house there at 803 and 100 Northwest Corner. And the house is the kind that's it's up on a pier and beam foundation. So when you walk out of the house, you're standing at almost 3 feet above the ground. So a 6-foot fence, if you're in the traffic line, you'll be able to see from my belly button over the fence. A 6-foot fence would be too short. So that's for the back side of it. And by the way, I'm only building the fence on the north end of the property. All the other sides, no fence. It's just on the back of the property. So a 6-foot fence, in the style of house that it is, where you're standing about 3 feet off the ground, does no good, because the privacy won't be there, because I'm standing above the top of the 6-foot fence. So an 8-foot fence works better. Plus, some years ago, the state made a right turn lane and took about 15 feet of my property plus the neighbors behind me's property. So now the traffic is about 12 feet away from the actual windows of my house. And that's the reason that I'd like to keep, by the way, I did not know that there was a city ordinance that didn't allow an 8-foot fence, or else I would have never made it an 8-foot fence. The fence is already up, a section of it. I would say about 40% of it is already built on the corner at 803. So there's still more fence to do on it, but yeah, it's already up. And the other thing is, I did not know that I needed to get a building permit for it. I just started to make a fence. So, and then it's fine. I'll get the building permit for it. It's just the thing about the height. For me, again, a 6-foot fence does no good, especially on that corner with all the traffic. So, an 8-foot fence will work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I am the neighbor, the lot owner of Pete's next door. The property of my dad, it's a foot out of the gate, out of the fence. Because my dad would cut the grass and he would cut the grass on the other side of the fence because his house wasn't there yet. So he would keep it clean and everything. I have no problem with the fence or my brothers, no problem. But if we do decide to sell it, we're gonna have to get somebody to show Pete that we have the 12 inches, 12 inches of the land. Like I said, right now it's gonna be like a couple of more years to sell it. But I just want them to know, put it on record that is our piece of land. And that's it.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, guys. I was turning it off.
Okay, it's 6:05. Public hearing is closed. Action item number 1, consider an action to approve the application of variance to request to allow 8-foot privacy fence located on 33374 FM 803. Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I just want to make a comment. If it is approved, they'll have to expose the pins to be sure the fence is on the property line and not over. So that concern would be resolved
through the building permit process, right?
Yeah, it would be resolved if it's in the wrong place. He couldn't get the permit to complete it, so, because it has to be on his property, otherwise, in the future, he couldn't sell it, or the neighbor couldn't sell it until they resolved that problem. If you've ever bought anything and it's been something on the property line or over, it's problematic until it's resolved. So that part of it would be resolved. And, you know, as far as us, we tend to not like variances, but because of the traffic, you know, it is a extenuating circumstance, so that's just something that you all have to make a decision on.
Any questions?
Yeah.
We can ask Mr. Chair.
Opposed to the fence, or are you okay with the fence? You're just saying that your property pins are on his side of the fence?
But like I said, you know, that's already discussed it, and say that, it's fine, because, it's fine with the fence. Because when my parents' house is, there's nobody, so it doesn't bother us.
Yeah, she said the fence is not the problem, it's just be sure it's located on the property line. Yeah, she's not here to oppose the variance on the height. It was just, before it's complete, it needs to be sure that it's on the right property.
Yeah.
I've seen the house,
I'm done.
Mr. Gonzalez, is it? Yes. All right. So, it's good that your neighbor's here and, you know, no issues with the fence. I think other neighbors might have shown up, but thank you, ma'am, for being here. Oh, okay. And I know which house you're talking about. It's that one right in the corner with the little hill. Am I right?
Where?
The little corner, right in the corner of 803 where the hill, it goes up? Is that correct? You live right in the corner?
Right in the corner, yeah.
Ah, okay, I've seen it. All right. So have you been guided? Have you checked for the ordinance for the city of Los Fresnos on the height?
I did not.
Okay. I think you'll find that the ordinance reads that the sides and the back, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Milam, as long as they're 6 feet, I don't think there'd be an issue. Am I right? Am I wrong? 6 feet in
Yes,
height in the
sir.
back.
That's what he's asking for a variance on.
But for
is to
8
go
feet?
to 8 foot.
Oh, okay.
That's the question here is, he's requesting
Uh-huh.
a variance in the height from 6 feet to 8 feet.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just trying to clarify it, you know, because there would be no issue, right? If it were just at 6 feet tall, but there
Correct.
would be a problem at 8 feet.
We wouldn't be here.
Yeah, okay. So just consider that, Mr. Gonzalez, that if you are willing to work with it at 6 feet, I think you'll get a green light versus 8 feet.
Well, if it's at 6 feet, just like anybody else, they
Uh-huh.
will give you a permit at 6 feet.
Uh-huh.
The reason I'm here is because I want it at 8 feet.
An 8-footer. And that, Mr. Milam, is not acceptable for the city or for a home in the city limits? The 8-footers?
No, the ordinance is 6 foot.
6 foot?
If it was in a residential area where you had housing and would be housing on each side and the back, I don't think there's any way that you could approve without setting a precedence that you probably wouldn't want to set. However, because that area is now a commercial area, there's a major road, and at some point in the future, that probably will, one day, will all be commercial property. I mean, not that we're forcing that to happen, but
Yeah, no,
that's
understood.
what's going to happen on Highway 100.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a little bit different situation, and like you said, it is close to the road, and so there are extenuating circumstances where an 8 could be seen as an exception to the rule for a very good reason, versus if it was over here in the residential section, you couldn't do that. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, the property is, I didn't know, but the property is considered through the county or through the city, commercial property. But that's not to say that I can't make it's not okay to make an 8-foot fence, but you're right, it's commercial. Even the other properties next to me are considered commercial, but there's homes on them at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just, the thing is, there at the house, privacy is non-existent. From every direction coming on the road, especially for me on the 803 side.
So I've already seen the back portion of that property. And it's not a big section, is it, from your home to the backyard? There's
It's
not
only
much of
about, from the back of my house, the back wall, to the property line where the fence is going up, it's about 15 feet. The yard is small at the back of the house. And like I said, again, the fence is only gonna go up on the north end of the property. East, west, and south, no fence.
Yeah. But you understand the ramifications of it all, right? That if you push for 8 and it's not acceptable, you know, you're gonna have to try this again at 6. So what I'm saying, are you willing to negotiate and go by what the ordinance is requesting?
Well, obviously, if the panel here says no, I'm gonna have to cut 2 feet off the top of it, right? That's the only thing I can do, but I don't wanna do that.
All right? So how do we work this out? I mean, if we're gonna give them a chance to do the 6-foot instead of the 8, to constitute with what the ordinance is requesting, right? Does it have to be a brand new motion? Does he have to come back again? Or can we approve a 6-footer?
You don't have to approve a 6-foot, that's in the ordinance, so.
Oh,
All he's asking for is a variance to build it
Do
8
2 more
foot.
feet.
So you either approve that, and if you do, well, then he gets to do the 8 foot. If you don't, he can't, and so he does the 6 foot. He has got to meet the ordinance.
okay. Well, then that answers my question there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez.
Does anyone want to make a motion to deny or approve this?
I make a motion to approve it.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Nay. All opposed?
Thank you.
Action item number 2, consider an action to approve the final plat for Casablanca Bay, Los Fresnos subdivision.
Everything is in order on this, and so we recommend approval.
I'll make the motion for action to be approved on the final plat of Casablanca Bay, Los Fresnos subdivision.
I second.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Motion carries. Action item number 3, consider an action to approve the minutes from the June 16, 2025 meeting.
Motion to approve, Mr. Chair.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carries. Consider an action to appoint a vice chairman.
Okay, I'll move on that motion to assign or appoint a vice chairman.
Well, let's hear your nomination.
Oh, can I nominate myself? Yes? If nobody's, against that, I don't mind doing it. So I throw in the name of Juan Sierra, vice chair.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, Juan.
Thank you.
To tomorrow morning, right?
This meeting's adjourned.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Mylum, have you been to that guy's place?